This video is about installing an outlet or switch to an outside, non-metallic, 2-gang weatherproof box, specifically the one made by Bell. This was bought at a big box store, sort of a depot for home repairs. I have read comments that standard switches do not fit, and I was confused at first. The problem exists is when one mistakes these mounting points for the holes at the ends of the switches on these tabs. Remember, this is no different than fitting a switch or double outlet inside, and that these tabs merely rest on the outside of the opening, and it is these screws, these two screws here, that are used for mounting. The cover I chose came with many options for fittings, so you just need to choose the fittings that you need. In this example, I have a switch on the left and a double outlet on the right. The instructions are: 1, be sure that the power is shut off. In this example, this is my live wire, but the other end isn't connected to anything. But generally, if you're working with electrics that are hooked up, turn off the power and then double check with a multimeter to make sure that they're not live. But these are definitely not live. Point 2, a bead of silicone caulk, which is not included, may be used to seal a gasket to an irregular surface such as stucco or brick. Number 3, place the cover onto the screws, attach the appropriate adapters that fit the electrical devices. It may be necessary to break out sections of the adapters to fit the electrical devices. And the last point, number 4, tighten the screws. Be sure that the gasket is compressed evenly behind the perimeter of the cover. Do not over tighten the screws. Although pretty basic, it made sense once I started putting it together, because there are no pictures for these inserts. So this is the insert for the double socket, and this is the insert for the switch. As per the instructions, I had to break out the tab for the switch just here, so just grab this piece with a pair of pliers and twist it out. Now that they're all wired up, I will mount the switch and double socket using these two screws here and these two screws here onto the inner 4 posts. So that's those 2 in the top and the same 2 below in the bottom. I will do that now and return. Okay, with those mounted, I can now fit my cover, first putting on the gasket, which is already pre-installed. The outermost 4 posts here are what I'll be fixing the cover to. I drilled out the 4 holes because it makes a neat job. You could also punch them out with a nail. I just didn't want to risk cracking my new cover. I'll attach the gasket and cover and return.
Okay.
And there you have it. It's all installed and ready to go. I hope this helps. Thanks.